Hello children, welcome back to your online class. Hope you all are fit, fine and healthy and preparing well for your exams. Children, in our last video we were solving the question answers of our home assignments and we have solved up to 5th home assignment. Now today we will continue with the 6th home assignment and we will try to complete as much as we can do. Now today children, I will tell you the answers from your book. Okay. But if it will be needed, I will write the question answers on the board also. Okay. Otherwise, I will tell you the page number and we will mark the answers. Clear? After that, we will discuss the syllabus of first term exams for science, and I will give you an idea of the format of question paper. So children, our sixth home assignment was based on chapter 4 pollination, and the first question of the assignment was define the following terms. Here some terms were given. First one is pedicel, then sepal, then corolla, then androecium and then gynoecium. So first we will see the definition of these terms. So children, in your book on page number 45, all these definitions are there. First one is pedicel. Here you will write the flower is borne on a stalk called pedicel. Then second is calyx or sepal. The outermost wall of a flower consists of leaf-like structures called sepals. Now next one is corolla or petals. It is the second wall of a flower and its individual segment is known as petal. Now next one is androecium or stamen. It is the third wall of flower. It is the male part of a flower. Now next one is gynoecium. So here on next page number 46, here it is gynoecium or carpel. It is the fourth wall of the flower and is the female reproductive part of the flower. Second question of home assignment 6 was draw a neat and labeled diagram of gynoecium. So children, on page number 46 in your book, this is the diagram of gynoecium. Children, remember one thing, whenever you draw a diagram, always label it very clearly and also name the diagram. Like here you will write gynoecium. Okay, name of this diagram. In the subject science, you get the number for these labeling. If you are drawing a very beautiful diagram but labeling is not correct or you are not writing the name of the diagram, you will not get full marks. Okay, so remember these things. Now children, next is assignment 7, which is again related to the chapter 4 pollination, and the first question of this assignment is differentiate between complete and incomplete flower. So children, we have read in this chapter about the flower, about the parts of flower, and there are 4 whorls in each flower. So what is complete flower and what is incomplete flower? The flower which has all 4 whorls, that is known as complete flower, and the flower which is missing any one or more than one whorl is known as incomplete flower. So children, answer you will write in this form. You will draw a line and then you differentiate the things. Okay, so complete flower is a flower consists of all the 4 whorls. What are those? Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium is called a complete flower. Example, China rose. Incomplete flower is a flower in which one or more whorls is missing is called an incomplete flower. Example, flowers of date palm. Okay children, our next question is explain self-pollination. Okay, now you all know pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is known as pollination. But what is self-pollination? Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower or a different flower of the same plant is known as self-pollination. Means plant will be same but flower can be different. Okay, so this is known as self-pollination, and example of self-pollination is pansy. Now children, our next question is what is bisexual flower? So children, on page number 46 in your book it is given bisexual flower. A flower which contains both stamens and carpels is called bisexual flower. Example, China rose. Okay, so this much you will write in your answer. Now next home assignment is assignment 8, which was based on the revision of chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 4. How much you have revised. Okay, so first question is which type of blood vessel carries blood away from the heart? Children, on page number 6, here it is written the arteries. These blood vessels originate from heart and distribute pure blood to all parts of the body. It means arteries carry blood from the heart to all parts of the body. So in your answer you will write arteries carry blood away from the heart. Now next question of this assignment is from which chamber of the heart does blood leave to go to the lungs? So children, if you read the chapter thoroughly you will get this point here from on page number 9. Right ventricle pumps it here it refers to blood. Okay, so you will write right ventricle pumps blood to lungs for oxygenation. Okay, this will be the answer. Third question is what do you understand by the involuntary muscles? Children, on page number 21 of your book it is given here involuntary muscles. You will write involuntary muscles are those muscles whose movement cannot be controlled by us and they work on their own. Question 4 is give 3 benefits of doing exercise. Children, on page 24 you will get the benefits of doing exercise. So here you 4 benefits are given. You can write any 3. Like first one is exercise increases the supply of blood to the heart. Second, it burns the extra fat and helps us to remain slim and smart. And you can write third one, it increases the physical strength of the body. Now question 5 is draw a neat and labeled diagram of parts of flower. So children, on page number 45 in your book here a diagram is given that is showing parts of flower. So you have to draw this type of diagram if it comes in exam, and you have to label its parts very clearly. Okay, you do not need to color it. Okay, and just draw it with the pencil and write the name of its parts and also label the diagram like parts of flower. Okay. Now children, our next assignment is 9th home assignment, which is based on chapter 1 the circulatory system, and the first question of this assignment is what are erythrocytes? Children, on page number 12 in your book it is given. You will write from here red blood cells are
also known as erythrocytes.
Our second question is, how many chambers are there in human heart? You all know that answer.
Children, from page number 9, you will write the complete and correct answer. The heart of human has 4 chambers, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles.
And the last one, question third is, which body system includes arteries and veins? So, which body system is that? Yes, circulatory system. Okay. Now children, we have done all the assignments, and if we talk about the syllabus of science for first term exams, chapter 1 the circulatory system, chapter 2 the skeletal system, and chapter 4 pollination. These 3 chapters are coming in your exams, including all home assignments from 1st to 10th home assignment. Okay, so children, whatever we have done in our home assignments, whatever is in your chapters in your book, all the things you have to prepare very carefully for the exam. Now I am giving you just an idea of the format of question paper, what type of questions will come, and how you have to write the answers in your answer sheets. So children, first type of questions are unscramble the letters to reveal, for example, the smallest bone in our body. Some letters will be there and you have to keep them in a proper position so that you can get a meaningful word. Like in this question, the smallest bone in our body. Okay, so we will unscramble these, then we will get STIRRUP, strep. This is the smallest bone in our body. Now children, when you will do this type of questions, you will not write the whole sentence, just you will write the answer in your answer sheet, but make sure you write the correct number of that question for which you are giving the answer. Like this question 1A, you will write answer 1 part A, and here you will write the correct answer. Clear? Now children, second question is, give one word for the following. This type of questions you have done in your worksheets also, but there you are getting first letter of that word, but in exam you are not getting any type of hint. Okay, so male part of a flower, here you will write in the answer, what is that? Androecium or stamenis also. Okay, androecium. Like this you have to write only answer, not the whole sentence. Now next one is fill in the blanks. Okay, you are very well aware of this type of questions, but in your worksheets you are getting 2 options, but in exams you will not get any option. You have to write yourself. Dash helps in photosynthesis. So what will become there? There will be calyx. Okay, so you will write in the answer calyx. Okay, write the correct number of that question for which you are giving the answer, and don't need to write complete sentence. Clear? Just write like this. Now children, next one is answer the following questions. When question answers are there, for example, question is, which chamber of the heart pumps the blood for oxygenation? Okay, here this is the answer, right auricle. But if you will write like this, it will not be accepted. You have to write the complete answer. You do not need to write the question, just write the correct number and write the complete answer. Right auricle pumps the blood to lungs for oxygenation. Okay, this one is the correct way to write the answer. One more thing children, if you have to give the reason for any question, you never start your answer with because. For example, if question is, why blood is red in color? Do not write because it has red blood cells in it. Okay, just write the complete answer. Blood is red in color due to erythrocytes or RBCs. Now children, next one is define the following. Here example, blood, you have to define blood. So do not write like this, blood red colored liquid. Many of you write like this is incorrect. Write the complete definition because you are getting 2 marks for that. Okay, so blood, the red colored liquid which transports nutrients and other substances to all part of the body is known as blood. You have to write like this. Okay, complete definition you have to write. Now children, next one is match the column. Okay, you all know this type of questions, you are very well aware, but some of you are write the answer like this: 1b, 2c, 3a. You have to write the correct option with the related term, like RBCs. Here you will match it with erythrocytes, so you will write erythrocytes in front of it. Then forelimbs, arms, corolla, petals. Like this you will write the answer. Okay, in true and false you have to write only answer. You do not need to write whole sentence. Just write down the number of that question and write down true or false, whatever it is. Clear? So children, I have given you an idea of the format of question paper, and I have explained how you have to write the answers in your answer sheet to score good, and I hope you all will do your exam very well and get a good score. Okay, so best of luck for your exam. This much for today. Until our next meet. Thank you and bye bye.